You know, our friend over here broke his crossbow a really long time ago. And I said that once he broke his crossbow, I would name him. So, welcome, villager. Welcome to the world. You're officially here now. I mean, you've been here this whole time, but now you're named. What's up, villager? I don't know where to put him. That's still kind of undecided. I mean, this house is completely empty. Villager can kind of patrol this house maybe, but kind of wanted villagers here at some point. But he's not really a threat to anyone anymore, so I could just kind of let him go. I just don't want him wandering off or like dying somehow. I don't know yet. I'm gonna keep him in the boat. Maybe we can make Villager a house at some point. Don't know if he really deserves it though, because he definitely tried to kill me, and he keeps calling his friends in to continue to try to kill me. So I don't actually know if he deserves it. But keeping on the name trend, we got Roomba now officially named. What's good? Our little vacuum cleaner that is built like a truck. And last but not least, I have to name this unnamed sniffer. It's this one. Your name is now Snork. I like that name. Thank you so much, Cap Haze, for the suggestion. I think Snork fits a sniffer very well. He's just a weird guy. And, you know, Snork's a very weird name. I did realize, though, I was just kind of like cleaning out my inventory and stuff between episodes, and all of the sniffers were just roaming around outside of the enclosure. Very confused for a little while until I realized an Enderman came through and placed a block like right here or something. Somewhere that allowed them to get out. So, honestly, I might need to download the data pack that gets rid of Enderman griefing. But, I mean, to be fair, these guys have all been in here for a very long time, and this is the first time they've ever gotten out, so I feel like the chances of that happening again are pretty unlikely. But I guess it's never zero. Anyway, welcome back to some more of my survival world. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I don't really have much planned for this one. I just kind of wanted to start recording, just, you know, start the episode. Have no idea what the main build's going to be just yet, but, you know, future Shram will figure that one out. I love putting all my responsibilities on that guy. Future Shram's the best, though I don't think he likes me at all. Pretty sure he dislikes me a lot. Now, I may not know what the main build of the episode is going to be, but I do know that I have a friend waiting for me at spawn. Let me go grab him.
I gotta show you my emote.
Okay.
I don't. Wait, hold on. This is gonna. Yep. This is an anticlimax. I have to figure out the emote wheel.
Sure.
Thing.
We're all waiting. Drum roll.
This is gonna be a very long drum roll. Open emote wheel. What do I do? I'm gonna do my mouse button. Hold on. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's kind of worth the wait. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Look at you go.
Yeah, it's so funny. You could just like, yeah, you just exist. You can jump.
Can you, dude? You should do a surviving 100 days in that emote video. Or I'll just be in the background of your next video, just doing that.
You gotta buy the emote. It's like $2 or something.
Hey man, it's a tax write-off.
Why do I? Oh, hold on. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna need you to take that one back. This is a fan favorite on the channel. All right, you just devastated everybody.
That's fine.
Everybody, go unsubscribe from Wombat right now.
No.
Okay, so
Nice.
obviously this has been my little village I've been working on, right? You know, you're an avid viewer, you know.
Yes. Yes.
And obviously there's a mountain here that needs work. Right. So like, I kind of started building it up over here.
Yes.
I'm not gonna have you do the entire mountain, obviously, but I'm thinking you're very good. You're very good at terraforming. You're good at building like natural stuff, right? So what if you took like, I don't know, this corner up here and just like kind of terraformed it how you would?
Okay. Are we talking like texturing, like changing up the shape?
Yeah, I mean, you could do whatever you want. Texturing, whatever
right.
terraforming encompasses for you. And obviously we can go grab everything that you're going to need. But I'm thinking like, right. I don't have any blocks on me. But there's kind of like...
Are we going
it's kind of
wacky with it?
Do whatever you want, man. However you think this mountain should be. You can texture it with just regular stone. It is my world, so you don't actually have to suffer the consequences as much as I do. So...
Yeah, I'll just make it look awful.
Yeah, let's maybe not do that.
Dude, that'd be terrible. No, I think I do okay.
But I think it's probably about time that I finish this whole mountain. And, you know, whatever you end up doing over here, I can kind of, you know, extrapolate onto the rest and figure out whatever I want to do. You can do what you want, man. You can level it off. You could I don't know. I don't know the wombat process. I'm just kind of here to spectate.
The wombat process.
Yep.
Got to go into free cam. Hacks. As the comments say. Because actually, I'm surprised nobody says free cam is a cheat, but like an auto clicker is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, free cam could be like very much easily used as actually cheating too.
Yeah, and I do that all the time. So like, why aren't outed?
Got him. Exposing wombat. This is actually the video we're working on. You thought I brought you on to join the world. No, there's a hidden camera. It's a hidden camera right here. Look to your upper. Look to your upper right. Look, a little bit. Nope. Down. Nope. Okay, left. Right there. You see it? Hidden camera.
That's a piece of iron.
Oh well. Okay.
Hold on. Now we got it. Emote.
Oh my god.
What is happening? I can't see.
You're straight up. You're straight up and down on my screen.
This looks. Where am I, dude?
I don't even know, man. Your head's in the ground.
The game doesn't know what to do.
I don't know. I was a wandering trader.
What does he got?
Let's see. Let's go beat him up.
Oh, there's a lead there for you. I think he might be hanging one of his llamas.
He's got to be.
Oh my god. Is he dead?
Wait. Okay, I see the lead. There's a llama here.
I think he died.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure Mance is toast.
Look in the cave. Look in the cave.
Oh
He's
yeah.
dying
Yeah,
now.
he just died.
Go to the water.
Oh wait, he made it.
Oh my God.
I'll save you.
Save him.
No.
No.
My boy.
Oh, that was terrible.
That was
He
tragic,
on fire.
man.
How did he survive down there?
I don't know.
How did he get down there?
That's
what
tough.
happened? Did his llama push him down?
I don't know.
Dude, the one llama that was up
Is
there,
there-
I think, committed.
This other llama's dying now.
There's a
Dude.
patrol over here too.
That llama's dying and stuff. Llama, come here. I'm saving you.
I don't know. Like acacia almost has like a warm, like texture to it, even though it's like super gray. But
Yeah,
I think the dripstone blends in better with that than it does like the cobblestone. You know what I mean?
definitely. It's more of like one of those things. It's really nice from like far away, but with a mountain, you kind of want it that way. You're not going to really be that up close and personal with a mountain too often.
Yeah, I would say that's a very good way of going about terraforming. Is don't worry about what it looks like from close up. Make sure you have free cam when you're building and doing any sort of terraforming. Just looking at something from a distance is, I think, how you get better at building too. Is just like a lot of stuff looks terrible up close, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, man. Anything else? Anything else you want to add?
Trying to think. I think anything that I would have idea-wise would take a while.
Hey, all good, man. I think you laid out a good blueprint.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Before you go, though, you do have to do something. You have to do two things. Get my pickaxe back.
Like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, got my money back. Dude, wait, I could just take your stuff, dude.
You really could. Other thing is you got to come sign the book. But yeah. I mean, thanks for coming on. Anything else you got to say?
I
was wondering how long
I was
we
gonna
could just
see how
stand
long.
there.
Yeah. Oh, that was so just like 10 minutes of the video. No, I don't know. I'm terrible at outros in my own videos, so I have no idea what to say right now.
Got it.
It was great being on here.
Is it okay if I cut you off mid-sentence then to like transition to the next part of the video?
No, that would be really, really mean, and I don't think I want you to do that.
The pink sheep agenda. Thou shalt not punish sheep. Thou shalt make the wombat member block pink wool, and thou shalt sub to wombat. Wise words from the wombat. Definitely go ahead and subscribe to him. I'll go change his block here very shortly. But yeah, huge shout out to Wombat. Thanks so much for coming onto the world and showing your terraforming expertise. I really like what he did with the area. That's way better than what I could have come up with, and you know, I think it's gonna look really, really cool once I kind of take what he did and expand it. So I'm very glad that he laid down the blueprint here for me for that area, because I was a little bit concerned with how that mountain was gonna turn out. didn't really think I had the terraforming capabilities to make it how I wanted. I do want to continue working on that mountain here in this episode still, but that's not going to be the next thing I do. Instead, I want to finally extend the membership hall. So I don't really feel like running all the way over there. So let me see if I can actually just peek in. Yeah, so as you can see, the membership hall stops at that stone right there. And I would like to change that. I want to continue it and just continue the tunnel going into the mountain. I have the need for it. I ran out of spots on the wall for some YouTube members, and I ended up putting a whole bunch on some of the pillars, like the supporting pillars. I want to move all the ones on the supporting pillars and actually have them on the wall like they're supposed to be. The next section of walls is going to be orange blocks. So the first section I have in there is all red, and I think I'm just going to kind of continue on as we get deeper into the tunnel, just continuing the colors of the rainbow. So next up we got orange, got a whole bunch of orange blocks in here, and probably going to keep the same floor and the same ceiling and everything, but the wall colors will be different, and I think it'll look pretty cool. I also do want to come up with a fountain design, and I want to dedicate that to one YouTube member in particular. So I think I'm going to get all this done in a time lapse here quickly. So let's cut it away to that. Here's a look now at the new and improved membership hall. We have a fountain now in the first room. It looks all right. It's not like my favorite thing, but it's fine. Used copper. I felt like that was a pretty good, just like different block to use to kind of make it stand out. I could have made this out of like quartz and other white blocks and stuff, but I kind of wanted to just get some variety in here. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm going to dedicate this fountain, though, to a YouTube member by the name of Dr. Throw. So Dr. Throw has been kind of a legend of the channel recently. They've donated a lot of YouTube members throughout my streams. They've just donated some money as well, so I wanted to kind of pay my respects here to the legend, Dr. Throw. I'll put a sign probably right here once I come back, because I have to go get some honey anyway. I didn't wax any of this copper just yet. But, you know, when I return with the wax, I'll return with a sign as well. And as for the rest of the membership hall, it now extends down here about, you know, twice as long as it was before. And I didn't bring any quartz with me when I was detailing this, but I did bring some calcite, so we changed up the walls a little bit. Really not a drastic change at all. I still think it looks pretty good, and it fits in with the rest. So we're chilling, and all the members are actually on the walls now. Speaking of members, though, I have to add 3 more to the wall. The first one, this one's gonna look weird because it's an axe, but it's Convex BC 5006. They actually sticks into the wall because of one of the data packs I have installed, so that looks interesting. Holden George 6946 wanted to be a weather skeleton skull. I only have one of those, so decided to use it on good old Holden George. And then, of course, we got Dingle. I decided to make Dingle an item frame. I feel like that's just fun, because all these walls already have item frames on them, and normally they're invisible, so now you can actually see an item frame in this world. Also, I should point out that Obnoxious Rex asked me to change their block to a sniffer egg, but they already are a sniffer egg. So here you go, Obnoxious Rex. Just wanted to make sure you were aware. I did gather another sniffer egg, though, in preparation for that. So I guess we can plant this. And then we'll have another sniffer. And I think I'll just take another name suggestion from the comments of last time. You know, last time I named Snork. Where's Snork? There you are. Hello, friend. So I'll just take another name suggestion from the comment section over there whenever that egg hatches. I think this llama is actually going to die because it keeps attacking stuff. So let me bring the llama inside. I don't want this llama to die. Come here. You can stay right there, friend. This is your house. Anyway, though, the next thing I want to do in this video is just continue working on the terraforming here that Wombat started. So let me just take a nap here next to my new llama friend. And then once I wake up, somehow, magically, this whole mountain will be done. It'll be completely terraformed. Look at that. Look at that transition. All right, that transition was probably horrible, but to make up for it, here is a picture of my cats. Great time to guilt you guys into liking the video. But anyway, yeah, so I finished the rest of this mountain, except for this little thing over here. Still don't know what to do with that, so I'm just gonna kind of forget about it. But this whole thing is now textured in a very similar way to what Wombat kind of laid the foundation for. So Wombat did this little section right here. As you can tell, it still probably looks the best out of this whole area, but I kind of, used his idea and, moved it on to the rest of the mountain. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's a cool feature to this area. You may have noticed as well that there is this like entryway into the mountain here too. And it's already pretty hollowed out. It's still very dark though. A lot of mobs down here for sure. But I don't really know what to put in here. I was leaning towards like a storage room. I think I could benefit from having like a big like bulk storage room in this world. I am on day 1225 and my storage is still pretty small. I don't normally like having just one big storage room. I kind of like spreading my storage around, but even still, I think having like a room full of chests just for stuff I'm going to get a bunch of, I think that could still be useful to me. So maybe that's what I make that into. I don't really know. I think regardless of what I decide to throw in here, this is probably going to be a project for its own episode. I don't think I'm going to get to that here today. There's just a lot of work still to be done on the inside of there, and I think it's probably better suited for like a full-length episode. For the rest of this episode, though, I do want to continue working over here in this area, just on top of what we just did. And I think I want to build up some ruins, like build up the past a little bit to give this a little bit more lore. So obviously the area over here that we're working on, this is going to be nice and lively. It's going to be where all the villagers are if I actually ever decide to do that, but it's going to be where all the life is in this area. I think though, like having like a castle ruin up here would be just a really, really cool like backdrop, like set piece when you're walking through this village that we're building up. I've never built up like a ruined building or anything like that before, so this is going to be pretty new to me. I think I can come up with something pretty cool, and I also have a color palette in my mind. So let me go grab the blocks that I'm thinking about using. I can kind of go over what I think this area is going to look like. The main block I'm thinking about using for whatever, ruins I decide to build up here is going to be these bricks. I think having the red blocks will be a good contrast to like, the rest of the mountain. It'll pop a little bit. I think it'll just look good. And then of course we have a little bit of granite that we can definitely work into that as well. I actually don't have any like full blocks of granite. I only have slabs, so I'm gonna have to go collect some of that soon. I have some mud. Mud looks really good next to granite. I think we can kind of work that in, make it look like it's, worn down, like it's kind of dirty, like ruins would be, I have a little bit of this dripstone as well. And by a little bit, I mean I only have 5, and then I have 52 pointed dripstone. Really need to go grab some of this stuff. I'm hoping, though, this might be a little ambitious, but I'm hoping that I can transition this dripstone into tough and then into deep slate facing that way to be like a bunch of really dark patches. I think this type of gradient will actually work out really nicely. I'm not going to make just like a straight up gradient from the bottom to the top. I don't want to do anything like that. I want to make the majority of the build out of like these 3 blocks here probably, and then just work in small patches of this darker color palette over here. But I think these blocks work together like well enough if you kind of take a step back. Like these first 4 definitely. I think these 4 blocks work super well together. The tough and the deep slate might be a bit of a jump, but I think it works. I think the dripstone into the tough is close enough, and I'm probably mainly going to be viewing these ruins from down there. So if it's not perfect, it honestly shouldn't matter too much. I actually got the inspiration for this color palette from a real life building that I saw when I was leaving work the other day. It was this big like red brick building that had just like these dark black patches just every so often. And I kind of figured it would be decently easy to translate that into the game here. And I think it's going to look really nice. So let me go gather up all the materials that I think I'm going to need, and then I'll be back to actually start building. Been a little busy building up some of these ruins here, and I have a little bit of an update of what I've built so far. So as of right now, I have a little bit laid out, and I've also built up like 2 of these towers, and I think they look really cool. I'm a huge fan of the shading at the moment. I just like the color palette. I think it blends really well together. These dark patches I think look really good, especially like the more you back away. And I'm gonna use free cam here for a second just so you can kind of get the full vibe of it, but like, I think this thing's starting to look pretty solid. I don't think these towers are completely done. There's probably way more detail that I can actually do. Probably add that in at some point. Hey, look, an emerald. I don't know if I'm ever going to mine that. We'll see. But just going off the shading here again, like this spot right there, if you look at it from this view, I think that looks so good. Those colors blend in really well together, and it just really looks like just a dark patch on the wall. I like what I'm doing so far. I really do. I'm not trying to go too big with this. I don't want it to be like a massive castle. I think just these 4 towers should be enough, and, you know, over here, I'm probably going to do the exact same thing I did right here. We're going to change up the heights and everything, of course, but I want like a smaller tower, a slightly bigger tower, and then like a bridge connecting them that is like broken down. So I want this exact vibe over here again, but, you know, I just wanted to kind of pop in, show off what I've done so far, talk about my thought process a little bit. But yeah, let's continue building, and let's finish this off. What just happened on this world, to me, is so annoying. So, long story short, I'm going to tell the long story actually anyway, so that was kind of redundant for me to say that, but my audio is in here, my live commentary audio. When I record my audio on this game, I use Audacity. That's what I'm using right now to record this segment. I've been using Audacity for years, and I have always had a separate video and audio file, just because I think it makes editing a little bit easier. You can edit the audio individually, whatever. It doesn't really matter, but I always separate those two. But there was one time recently where I accidentally forgot to export my audio from Audacity, and then I didn't have any audio to go with the video then. So what I decided to do is on my OBS recording, like the actual gameplay recording, I decided to also record audio there. I could just delete the file in post-production then, and then, you know, slide in the Audacity file in the spot that it's supposed to be. I could still edit the audio as much as I want separately from the video, all that fun stuff, but then I have like a fail-safe, you know, in case that happened again. I would actually at least have some audio to use in the video. I'm aware that you guys probably don't really care about this, but I want to vent about what just happened. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe if you make content yourself, this can kind of help you out to, you know, make sure you don't make the same mistake. But anyway, that's how I've recorded for a while. Audacity will record my audio, and then just in case I accidentally didn't export it out properly, OBS would also have my audio. It would be tracking that too. That exact thing happened. I forgot to export my audio out of Audacity. I closed out of it, couldn't get the original file back. Then when I went over to my OBS recording, there was also no audio. Somehow my microphone changed in my OBS settings to the regular microphone that I use, and it connected to like my controller microphone that I use to play other games with. I don't know why that would have happened, but none of my audio was actually picked up. So there's no beautiful commentary audio to go with this recording that you guys are watching right now. But yeah, anyway, you know, the ruins are done. Look at them, dude. They're cool. I think they look great. It's a nice little aesthetic piece to this village. Add some lore, add some personality to the area. I really like it. On top of the brand new like cliff mountain thing that we built today, I think this area got upgraded pretty nicely. This mountain looks so much better than it did at the start of the video. So I'm a pretty big fan of this project. But of course, I still need to build the tree for the episode. And what I decided to do is just build up kind of the same trees that I've been building in this area, these like Italian style trees. I got these from, well, Simply Night. My friend Simply Night sent me a screenshot of like a Pinterest post or something like that from someone else who had this really cool tree design for these exact type of trees. So I've been using this tree design in this area for a little bit now, and I feel like just adding another one makes sense. And I really liked this spot right in front of the build from last episode, the flower shop. It just felt like it was a little empty, just needed something, some kind of vegetation there. So just felt like a really good, you know, really good spot to have this new tree. But with that tree being built, that's actually going to do it for this episode. A bit of an anticlimactic ending because I'm not here live to kind of talk about my thought process of everything, but whatever, dude, we rally, we're all good. I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.